Hey there, and this is the podcast with the fellas over at Neurodivergent Hour. There's currently 4 people, including me in this call, but there will be other people in future episodes and whatnot. So I will do the intro and then I'll explain it, alright? Alright, so I'm Jumpscare, or Darcy. Who's next?
Euclid.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm Euclid, and yeah.
Gay and mash.
Hey, I'm Lua, but also Koka.
Hey, I'm Atlus. What's up?
And alright, so this is what Neurodivergent Hour is all about. We here are all neurodivergent with either autism, ADHD, or both, and we have these things called hyperfixations or special interests. And this is just a podcast for us to talk about them, and also just other shit in general. And just go crazy, go stupid, you know?
Woohoo!
Hell yeah, brother.
Alright, so today we are going to mainly talk about past interests of ours and shit, but also we can talk about whatever because I don't really give a shit.
Sweet.
Alright, so who wants to go first?
I think you should go first.
Alright, I'll go first. So I remember when I was younger and I had my first special interest of all time. When I was in first grade, I used to really, really like tornadoes, right?
Ooh, nice.
And would watch those shows and shit where they chase them. You know what I'm fucking talking about?
Yeah. Storm chasers.
Yeah, and I used to also be obsessed with I don't know if they were special interests or not, but I was obsessed with watching fucking, I don't know, well, no, I wasn't obsessed with it actually. I think it was just a one-time thing, but I would watch when I was really young, I watched water park videos on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there was also a phase I had. No, that was a one-time thing too. But it was me with underwater animals and shit. I just vividly remember being in first grade and being read a book about them.
Oh yeah. Aquamarine shit's good. That shit rock.
I know lots of people who have that as their main interest.
Yeah. My friend Leo does. He assigned us as creature, underwater creatures or whatever.
Yeah. What animal did you get?
I got an isopod, but that's just because all I do is talk about isopods.
Isopods are so good.
Yeah, I love those little bitches. Oh my god, I watched a video about isopods, and here's the thing though, I didn't realize that people ate those guys, so I was very terrified when I saw all the videos of how to cook them. I was like,
yeah.
Boys.
I remember when isopods were a meme last year or 2017 or some shit. I thought it was the funniest shit. I watched those fucking videos and stuff where they're isopods be
I still have this video of an isopod walking on the depths of the water, and there's rap music playing in the background, and it makes me laugh so hard.
I know what video you're talking about. I love that fucking video. It's called Hey. It's called Hey, right?
No, I think the most iconic isopod video I've seen on YouTube is where somebody finds one in a river.
Yeah, I see that too.
They take it to Hooters.
Yes, I see that. I love that video.
Dude, they're literally feeding you with a straw of water. It's so chilling. Somebody in the comments is it's actually not scared for some reason. It's just chilling. It's vibing.
That's so funny. I know.
Oh my god. I guess I'll go next with past special interests. I used to be really into Raggedy Ann and Andy. I still like them, but I used to be fucking obsessed with those guys. And my friend collects plushes of them currently, and we used to talk about it all the time. I used to be like, oh, I want a collection so bad. I just want to buy a billion of them. I would watch Raggedy Ann and Andy a musical adventure every day. I would watch that shit every day. And there was this song where Andy would be like, I'm no girl's toy or whatever. And I would just be like, that's a gay anthem, MLM King. Love that. Love that son of a gun. I don't know. I think the whole fandom at this point is just like, yeah, Andy's gay. We know this.
Yeah.
That's true.
And like Anne in the musical practically has like a crush on this one girl doll. So it's just like, bruh.
Bruh moment.
It's like
They're both trans.
Yes.
They're both trans and gay. Oh, love it.
Good. I'm so happy for them.
You can't see me
Yeah,
right now. Oh,
no. Continue. Don't worry.
oh, I was just being dumb. Don't worry about it.
I was just gonna say that I had like a big collection of the books, but I don't know where they went because I've moved like twice. I miss them. Where'd you go?
Oh no.
Where are the books?
Me? Oh my god. That happens to me with a lot of my shit because my dad's like, you have too much things, and he just kind of like donates them, and I'm like, you didn't ask though. You didn't ask. So he did that with like my webkins, which I also had a very big obsession with when I was young. I had a bunch of them. I had like thousands of webkins, and I would do like little role plays with them. I'd just be like, this webkin is a king, and these are his knights or whatever, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is completely unrelated to hyperfixations, but I have like a big history of when I was little with like trying to like cut up my stuffed animals, especially Webkins, and like modify them to make them look different.
Are you
So, Are
Sid?
The future of Furby modifications.
yeah, basically, and it was like I would like. I guess if you want to call me, basically, I was Sid, yeah. But like, in a caring way, I still loved them. But I would like turn my Webkins inside out, and like I replaced one of my Webkins. They're like my favorite toy now. Their name's Miss Buggy, and I replaced their eyes with like these big Beanie Baby eyes that you can get now, and then I painted them black, and now she looks like a cryptid, and it's amazing.
Oh. I
want to see her so bad.
I could
mood.
show her at one point. She's covered in like fake blood right now because of Halloween, but
Nice.
baby.
And a slasher queen.
Webkins.
And when I realized that other people were actually out and like modifying toys, I got really happy. It was like, hey, I don't feel like a fucking freak anymore. Actually, other people are doing this.
Yeah, it's super cool, I think.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I want to modify my Furbies. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had like 8, but I gave 2 to my friend. But I have a Valentine Furby, and I want so bad to like modify them to have like hard eyes. God, one day.
That's so awesome.
I'm just too scared I'll fuck his eyes up.
On Etsy,
Me.
Huh?
And like,
You,
oh no, you go.
no, I was just asking what you said. That's literally it. Don't worry.
I have like old Neopets toys that I really want to like elongate the arms and neck of because I've seen pictures of those before and they look so epic. And I just want like big boys long.
I wanted to be like into Neopets as a kid, but I don't know. I guess I was just too into webcams. I had one plush, and I'm like trying to Google him right now. He was like a dog, and he had like spots on him, and he had like weird. I mean, it's a Neopet. They're not exactly dogs, but he was a great little dude. I think I'm finding him. It was kind of like what I'm looking at, but he had spots all over him. And if I could find them again, I would add like 50 limbs on them, like just like a centipede dog.
I love
OMG.
Pokemon so much. But yeah, I was kind of like the opposite because I was super into Neopets. And I was into Webkins too, but just not as much. I would play Neopets like literally every single day.
That was me, but with Webkins. I was like, I had Webkins as a special interest at one point too. I could like talk for hours about Webkins. Like me and my mom played it together and shit, and she would like print out like guides and shit. Like you know that one game where you would like find the gems and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she would print out guides to finding gems and stuff, so she could help me get the crown you can get from there. And she would print out like recipes for cooking, and other stuff too. And she was just really into it with me, and it was really nice. And I had so many toys.
I
Like,
think my favorite part of Neopets was they had a haunted forest. And even when I was really little, I was still really into horror stuff because I kind of like. My mother was a huge horror fan, so I kind of grew off of it from her.
mhm.
So so they had like a haunted forest world, and they had this one game where you had to like solve anagrams and shit. And one of my favorite Neopets was in it, but he like looked all creepy and like dead and shit. And I was like obsessed with that character for so long. I literally like printed out a picture of him and put him on my ceiling when I was a kid.
Oh my god, that's so awesome.
Oh my god, I just remembered a past special interest, and I don't even know how I forgot. I used to be really into warrior cats. Like that's all I would ever talk about. I think my friends hated it because that's all
Me
I would
too.
talk about.
Cats.
Warrior Cats was my special interest for a short, well, more like a hyperfixation. I just confused the terms really badly for a couple years, but like it was a hyperfixation of mine in 2015 for a while.
Cool.
I like okay, first I read it in like 5th grade. I knew about it in 4th grade because this 5th grader had like the Warrior Cats manga, and I was like, love these little anime cats. And yeah, I just kind of read those for a little bit. I didn't know that there were actual books. And then when I found that out, I was like, whoa, I could buy these and my parents won't be like, they're all pictures. So I bought them. And I would go on the website too. I would go on the Warrior Cats website. It looks much better now. It used to look like absolute garbage, but I loved it. I loved it, and I would like role play like my own Warrior Cat OC, like Rose Claw or something, and I would just go ape. I would make like a fort out of blankets, and I'd be like, "This is my den. Nobody else can come in here. This is my den."
That's so epic. I never read the Warrior Cats book just because I always had a hard time like focusing on something, especially like a chapter book.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember, especially in the early 2000s, I would always watch Warrior Cats animations, and I still do, but I was like super into them, especially like the stupid scene core ones like Firestars and like Waffles and shit.
Oh my god, yes. I god, let me see if I can see it. SSS, I think it's called Warrior Cats. I remember when that came out, and I was just like, I was so like stoked because it was like there's a lot of Warrior Cats animation, but like they were not really like considered animation if you looked at them now, just because of how little frames there were. But like that was like the first thing that came out with like so many frames and so much like flow, and everybody went ape shit over it. Like that was like there was a time where everybody drew the cats like that interpretation, even if they weren't really accurate. Everyone was just like, "This is the coolest shit I've ever seen."
It was really
You
cool.
were right.
Who's Cat?
Meow.
Oh, that was me.
I also remember I made an OC that was basically like a straight up rip off of Scourge, but I was like, no, this is my OC, and I'm so proud of them, and I made them my Facebook profile picture, and I was just so proud of them, even though they had no backstory or anything. But I was like, I love this edgy cat that I know nothing about.
Oh my god, I was in love with Scourge as a child. I was like, I relate to you. Like as like an emo kid, I was just, you get me, okay? You get me.
Now that I know more about him and shit, I'm like, dude, I probably would have like projected myself on him so hard if I read Warriors.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, when I read his like little manga, and it's like, dude, you got shitty siblings too? Dude.
Who wants to go next?
I mean, I already talked a lot, but wait. Should I go?
You can if you want. I don't really know.
If you want, I don't really know.
Okay, I'm trying to think of the earliest hyperfixation I had. I know I had a really big hyperfixation for Saw for a while, and that was when I was really young. So I don't know why the fuck it was a hyperfixation of mine, but I was just like so obsessed with how they built the traps and shit in that movie,
Mhm.
and like how they made all the props and shit like that. And I'm not even really into it now. It's just when I was little, I was like, holy shit, these look so cool, because I just loved like weird contraptions and shit.
Yeah.
It's like most of my hyperfixations when I was little and up to date still have something to do with scary. And uh, I remember being going back to Neopets. I remember being horrified of the screamer that was on Neopets, the fucking dinosaur thing.
Oh my god, yeah.
I went to it and it actually got me, and I was like, but like I'm trying to think farther from then. I know I generally had like an obsession with cats. Like I would collect
Mhm.
anything that had to do with cats and like stuffed animals and like figurines and shit. And I thought I was a cat.
That is so epic.
That is so epic. Early,
So
early
like
kin.
primary kin.
Valid.
So
Valid.
I was like, I would run out on all fours while I was in school and bite people, and that's why I didn't have a lot of friends because they were like, "What the fuck." I remember I went down the slide once and I bit one of my like old best friends in the back, and they straight up punched me in the face.
Oh shit.
It's like
That
the girls are
sucks.
fighting.
The girls are fighting.
Oh my god, no,
Girls
all
are
I can think of is the frog video.
What frog video?
Where they're like kind of like ribbiting at each other. And,
Mhm.
and you know, it's kind of chilling. It's kind of chilling, but then at some point they just start beating the shit out of each other. And
I
it's
know
like
the
real,
video
it's like
you're
real
talking about.
frogs.
I know the video you're talking about, the one where it's like, wah,
Yeah,
wah, wah.
yeah, yeah. The girls are fighting.
And I was also really into Goosebumps. I wouldn't actually read them, but I would like collect them. And the few times I did actually read them were the ones where it was like choose your own stories. The one where like you turn into a vampire bat or some shit and you get to choose your own adventure from there. And I think I like really clicked with it because I thought I was an animal at the time. So I was like, bro, it gets me. I'm a bat.
I'm literally staring at my Goosebumps books right now because I also used to collect a bunch of them, and I still have like the whole collection. I think at this point, I'm looking at them right now. I'm just like, you.
I even found an old YouTube channel that I had when I was a little kid, like dedicated to Goosebumps shit. And I couldn't make videos because I didn't know how to fucking do that. But I would like have playlists about Goosebumps and shit, and it was Goosebump themed back when when YouTube had like a way shittier layout, but it was cool.
I don't know. I really didn't touch YouTube as a kid for some reason. I think I just didn't know it existed. Like I didn't know a lot of websites existed, like MySpace. I was like, what the hell is a MySpace? I was old enough to go on there at that point, but I just didn't know it existed.
I was never on MySpace either, but I did go on Facebook when I was like 11, and my mom helped me.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
I remember my mom wouldn't let me have a Facebook until I turned 13.
Yeah, it was weird, and I still have the old Facebook, but I never use it. Like the profile picture's like a black square and shit, signifying I'm not using it. But I sometimes go down for it for nostalgia purposes, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
I also never made a Facebook. My mom really didn't care what age I made a Facebook because she wanted to communicate with my family from Colombia. But I don't know, I had something definitely against Facebook. I was like, that's for old people. I'll never use Facebook. And to this day, I don't have a Facebook. So
It
That's
sucks.
that's how I used to feel about emojis. When I was really little, I thought that using emojis was like stupid and bad, and I was like, I'll never use emojis. And now I like use them in every sentence.
Me too.
yeah, I literally spammed the pensive emoji. And when they made the pensive clown emoji, I was like, every server I was in, I was like, you have to put the pensive clown emoji right now.
One of my favorite things that involves Facebook when I was little was once I posted a picture of Smile Dog on my Facebook, and I tagged like at least half of the people that I have friended.
Oh my god.
And oh my god! Everybody got so fucking mad at me because that was at the time when like Facebook would notify you with every single notification you got on something you tagged on. So everybody was getting like spammed with notifications and people's computers were crashing and shit.
Oh.
And my mom actually had to like DM me in the back. She was like, "You better delete that right now." And I was like, "I'm sorry."
Oh, but were you really?
No.
I knew it.
I
oh my
was
god.
like, "Hey guys, look at this fucked up evil dog."
Yeah, I would watch creepypasta like readings like crazy. I think it was just because I was too lit. Like, even though I read a lot as a kid, like I read a lot, I just found like a lot more enjoyment in hearing some like random deep guy's voice read creepypasta to me instead of me reading it.
No, I to this day still do readings of like SCPs and creepypastas just because I'm fucking illiterate and I can't read for more than 5 seconds.
I haven't listened to them in a while, but not even because I them. I think it's just because I'm lazy. Like it just kind of dropped out of it. Also, I'm really picky now. I'm like really scares me.
I don't usually get really scared by anything, but I have an enjoyment for horror stuff. So like even if it doesn't scare me, I'm like, ooh, this is fun.
Funny, scary.
And no, I think it's not even. Oh,
No, it's okay. I was just saying funny, scary.
I was just saying, like, I think it's also like vocabulary choice. Like sometimes if it just sounds silly, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. What do you think I am? Stupid. I'm so my IQ. My IQ is so high. I'm too good for this story.
Brain is too big for this bullshit.
Rotates over your story. I'm sorry if I keep talking too much. Then just tell me, and somebody else can go.
You're not, don't worry.
Um, but when I first found creepypastas, I was absolutely terrified. Like I refused to go on the internet for like at least 2 weeks because I was like, "Mom, Squidward committed suicide. I'm scared."
When I was younger, I used to be so scared of Jeff the Killer and Smile Dog, and I thought they were real. And I, like, thought they were gonna come kill me and shit.
Oh my god, me with Jeff the Killer.
That was me with Jeff the Killer too. Not so much with Smile Dog, but with Jeff the Killer, I legit thought he was gonna be like under my bed and shit, and I was so scared.
Yeah, especially because I was super scared of the dark. And around that time, my mom was like, you know what? Fuck your nightlight. You need to live without it. And I was just like in the dark, and I'm like, dude, just the killer's in here. I swear to God, he's in here.
me. That was me with like Slender Man and shit.
I was
Man.
never scared of Slender Man.
I was just scared more of like Because back then they used to talk about how like the more you knew about him, the more that he was likely to attack you, and I was like, oh shit, I know about him.
Atlas, is there anything you want to say? I feel bad because chatting and chatting like are your ear off probably.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh man. What do I even talk about? Oh boy. Here we go. When I was a kid, I was on this website called WCRPG, which stood for Warrior Cats RPG, and like it was a really cool role-playing site basically. And it was like kind of like a Tumblr back then because you just kind of talk to each other and post and shit.
I think I used that site too, but I don't think I used it a lot just because I didn't understand it. I was just like, I don't know how to use it.
Besides Facebook, I never actually really talked to anybody online, which I think, at least until I got into website development, which was a whole big fucking thing. But until then, I didn't even like use the Neo chat boards, and I wish I did because looking at screenshots of them, they're so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I really like talk to anyone online because I could have made a Tumblr at any time, but I was like super a goody, and I was like, I can't make a Tumblr yet. I'm not the right age. What if they find out my age and they like turn?
I feel that I was super goody as a kid too, but like about certain things, like if I said a swear word, God was gonna send me to hell and shit.
Yeah.
I was stupid. I didn't know what was a word and what. I had a time where like my friend was like, hey, I'm gonna tell you about this cool curse word, and I was like, what? And they were like, bitch, and I was like, bitch isn't a curse word. And they were like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Of course it's a curse word. And I'm like, no, bitch is what you name your kid if you want them to be a butcher, first of all. I said it so matter of factly, like, duh. Are you freaking stupid?
I'm sorry, I laughed so hard. I was like, I'm gonna tell you about a cool curse word. What is it? Bitch!
No, but like they like whispered too. Like she was like whispering, dude, you can't tell anyone about it.
You it's like you two are the only two who knew the word
Yeah.
bitch.
And I was just like, no, it's not a curse word. You're stupid. And I'm like, and they're like, yes, it is. And I asked the counselor because I went to after school care, and I'm like, I'm gonna ask the counselor, and they're gonna tell you that bitch isn't a curse word. And I went to her, and I went up to the lady, and I was like, hey, and she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, so Megan told me that bitch is a curse word, but it's not, right? It's the name of like a butcher's kid. And she just looked at me like I was like the most stupidest person she had ever met. Like I could not have been dumber in that moment in her eye. But I thought it was so bullshit because I got in trouble. She was like, I think she thought I was like fucking with her or something because she was like, you just wanted to say bitch, didn't you? And I was like, no, I didn't.
Oh my god.
And I got sent to the front, and I had to like when you got in trouble at my school or whatever, you had to sit at the front of the school on like a mat until your parents picked you up if you got like in big trouble. And I was just sitting there like, what did I do?
Oh fuck.
And then one of the older kids were like, why are you there? And I'm like, oh, I asked if bitch was a curse word, and they were like, of course it is, dumbass. It was like a fifth grade kid.
I'm gonna make an OC who's a butcher now and could name them bitch.
Yeah, glad to be an inspiration. I also said what the F at some point because again, I just wasn't ready for a while. And that says a lot about me because now I have this issue with my friend where like, and I'm like, fuck. And they're like, dude, there's a kid right there. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I didn't mean to. Ah! And I'm just like, I just can't stop. But yeah, for a while as a kid, I would just like censor myself. So I was like, what the F is wrong with you? And at some point, I didn't have a problem with it, especially my friends didn't curse. But like at some point in like summer camp, the older kids like they were like, ha ha ha, what the F? Yeah, you can't even curse. And then at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Fuck.
You know what? Fuck.
And I got so insecure about censoring it because they like me and they were just like, and I was like, you know what? Fuck you.
Dude, when you said that, they died.
Yeah, they literally like fell onto the ground like roll. Oof.
Like, they might have still been standing there, but I can guarantee you that the souls are gone.
Oh my god. God, that was the beginning of an era where they started something that they did not know would reach the point where I am, where all I can say is fuck.
The millennia of fuck. See, I was
Oh
good.
my. Oh no,
No,
continue.
continue.
Sorry. Oh, I was just saying. Now now I'm just having a phase in my life where all I do is meow. I think it's like kind of like a stim word at this point. Like I just like I enter a call and I'm like meow, and then like if we're like quiet for too long, I'll be like meow, and me and my friend will just do that back at each other for like a good 10 minutes.
I used to do that with the word eat for a really long time, and I don't know why, but like, if it was really quiet, I'd just be like, eat.
I'm like that with a bunch of words. It's called echo. There's a term for it. It's called echolalia, and I just like I'll get phrases stuck in my head and I'll just say them. I remember a couple of them in the past. I remember some of them were shit like I don't. Okay, I lied. I don't really remember any right now, but I know I've had a lot, and I've one at a time. No, wait.
Did you say one of them was Goo Goo Gaga at one point?
Yes, well, yes. One of them was Goo Goo Gaga. Right now it's Wah Wah, and I keep going Wah Wah, my baby.
I do that too.
I'm a little baby.
The one I have right now is actually really embarrassing because it's so stupid, but I keep saying pee all the time.
That's valid.
My friend is like that too. It's just like, we've reached a point where we laugh at anything.
Like I'll be in the car with my mom and I'll just go poop pee and she'll be like, "What the hell?"
Poo poo pee pee.
My mom. I like about my like. I can't say that word that you said. I'm just gonna say stem word because I can't pronounce shit. But yeah, I think it happened. Like it all started around the time we got my cat Athena. We've had her for like 5 years, and I think I got into the habit of like meowing at her and now do it even when she's not around. It just I don't know. So sometimes I'll be at my mom and I'll be like meow, and she'll be like meow. And another thing we do that I do, well, mostly I do, is because I found out that cats, when they do long blinks, it's like an affection thing. So I'll do that to people. I'll just like do a long ass blink.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of my friends were like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm saying I love you, asshole. Jeez.
I do that at my cat sometimes. You're so valid.
Yeah. And then another, okay, this isn't a stim word by any means, but this is more like a fake. I don't, maybe it's about MILFs because it's just so like it's just so funny to me. I'm just like lol MILF. And for a while, this is really like NSFW kind of, but like I had my status at some point. MILF pussy hit different, and I would laugh at, but I had it censored. I had pussy censored, and my friend would be like, "Hey, what's the censored word?" And I would just feel like I'm holding a bat, like I'm about to hit them with it, because I would laugh so much just before I tell them what it.
Kind of curse.
No!
What
What?
happened?
My cat said on my phone. I apologize.
All I heard
It's okay.
was like a really distant no, and I was like, "Oh God, what happened?"
Me in my head, was it the MILFs? Did MILF make you say no?
No, my cat, it sat on my pipe. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
I don't even. My cat was here half a second ago, but she walked out like a fake bitch.
I know I was gonna talk about more, but I completely and utterly forget what I was gonna talk about. Probably something scary.
Big valid.
So,
I want to talk about. I want to talk about jump scares because I have an interest in them too.
Shit,
Oh,
yes!
Shit,
yes! Mhm.
have you ever played Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion?
Oh.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes, here we go! Yes! Yes!
No,
All
that
of
was
us,
my
all of us,
hyperfixation.
autism.
That was my hyperfixation for such a fucking long time, man.
It's so good.
So good.
And I think it was like the first thing I ever bought on Steam, and I bought that in the Katamari Hospital with it, and I would just play it like every day.
It's so good.
It's so epic.
I never played it, but I watched 1,000 YouTubers play it.
Mhm.
It never got old. I'd just be like, hell yeah, just seeing everyone's reactions.
Yeah, I've watched, I think Vinny play it.
I should watch. I think I've watched Vinny play it before, but like my brain is like a goldfish, so I don't remember. I don't retain any knowledge of it, so I could watch it again and it'd be like brand new.
There's this one video where it like explains all the specimens in Spooky.
Mhm.
I watch that all the time.
I've been meaning to watch that.
I think I watched that recently. My favorite specimen is probably the deer dude or the McDonald's guy.
Oh my god, the McDonald's guy. Dude, I remember one time I was like really fucking high and I was taking a shower and I was like getting delusions that the burger guy would come into my house and like just come into the bathroom where in the shower and just like kill me or some shit. And I was like, what the fuck? And he doesn't scare me now, but this was like what, sometime this year?
No, I've always like had a fear / big interest in like horror that has to do with fast food restaurants because it scares me so much.
Mhm.
And that's one of the reasons why I had to stop reading Awful Hospital because they have a part of the comic specifically about like fast food and like the cafeteria and shit, and it like freaked me out so much I stopped reading it for like a whole year.
Oh shit, that's freaky.
But I went back to it recently and I was like, yeah, this is spooky, but I'm doing okay.
You're coping.
Coping with my burger fear.
Bubger Kurg.
Go.
Sorry, my favorite specimen is probably the girl one that's inspired by the ring and like it's just good.
My favorite specimen has to be, I know I'm kin with specimen, but the specimen 7 is my fave, but I'm also kin with that one.
Wait, which
Cool.
one is that?
The one with the walls and shit, and the house, the mansion, and with the cat and stuff.
Dude, I was considering them too. I was like, if I kin this like wall of hatred, is that problematic?
Kin twins.
We.
I can Spooky, so you're valid.
That's awesome.
Yes! You're so epic.
I can't remember if I'm the deer god or not, but
I think for a while I was considering the deer god too, and now that I'm thinking about it, like, I probably considered the McDonald's dudes for a while too.
You should totally pick one of them or both.
Just generally, I look at Spooky's House of Jump Scares and I'm like, all of these characters are so kin-worthy.
big facts.
It's been so long since I looked at it.
That was me when I played I'm Scared. I was like, wow, all I can think about this is how kin-worthy this is.
Oh, I'm whiteface.
I'm whiteface too!
A certified Barra moment.
I'll really be twins. I'm thinking, what other hype? Okay, I think I mentioned cat at some point. That I'm still interested in this. It just varies a lot. Like it'll go, but I'm really into like entomology and like bugs.
Mm-hmm.
I like bugs so much.
At some point, I was just like assigning my friends as like different bugs, specifically moths, just because I know some people don't like bugs, but like pretty much almost everyone likes moths. So it was a lot easier.
Moth used to be one of. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. You go.
Moth used to be like one of my favorite bugs. Now it varies because like there's so many other good bugs. Moths are good too, but like there's so many other ones that I want to appreciate as well. But I actually used to know people who used to be like terrified of moths, and I was like, literally, you're just like fuzzy butterflies, please.
They can't even bite. Like, come on.
Oh my god, have you guys seen that squeaking caterpillar?
Oh my god, I think I have. I love that video.
Oh my god, like it does it like to scare off predators. Like it'll just squeak. I love that shit.
Oh my god.
I think I seen an edit of it once where they like replaced the squeaks with like stock screams, and it made me laugh really hard. Man screaming.
The Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
Hey, any of you fellas goth?
I mean, I don't know if I qualify as goth, but I'm definitely not the opposite of goth.
I'm too rainbow corpse to be goth. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I'm gonna send a very goth moth that I love so much.
I want to see the goth moth.
There's multiple goth moths, to be honest. Like there's that I don't know, death hawk moth or whatever. It's got like, but this one I really like. It feels cinnabar moth.
Oh.
Whoa.
Love this little dude.
They're so beautiful. They remind me of one of the characters in Hollow Knight.
I want to play Hollow Knight, so it looks really cute.
I don't know if I'm still into it, but I recently, like, one of my very recent hyperfixations was Hollow Knight, and I don't know if I'm still hyperfixating over it, but it's just so good.
Dude, I remember when you went to Germany and you played it like for 7 hours one day.
You're right. I would play it like every day, and I was like, dude, I'm in an entire other country playing a game I can play in Canada, but it's so worth it.
Oh my god, that was my friend. They were hyperfixating so much on like it looks really hard, but I would watch play it for a while, like multiple times, like at least about 10. I've watched personally 10 times, just because I don't know what I like. I like supporting my friend's interest so much, like via mitosis. I get into it well.
Me.
Yeah, so I ended up. You can go.
No, you can finish and then I'll go.
Okay, yeah, no, so I just get really into it or whatever. And, they at some point they got really good at speed running, and I'd just be like, go, like hoping that they would beat their high score. And it was a cool game, though. I loved it so much.
That was actually how I got into Smile for me, was because one of my old best friends was really, really excited about it. And at the time, I wasn't very sure about it because it looked like it might have had my triggers in it, which it didn't. But I was like, you know what, this looks pretty epic swag. I'm gonna be excited about it too. And now they're not even really into it, and I am like still super into it.
It's still my special interest. But I haven't been on like any websites recently. But I recently like remade my Twitter and I refollowed Yugo, so I've been like getting some influx of Smile For Me content again ever since I got rid of Tumblr and shit. But
I am absolutely 100% Dr. Hatter.
yeah, I know this and I love you.
I want to Smile For Me Kin so bad. I love those stupid little bitches. I love them. They're so great. I got into it by watching Snapcube play it, and it was at a point where I her play it just because I love the voices she would do for the characters, and like so that's all I can associate them with, like her like voices for them.
Same.
Same. When I heard Dr. Habit's voice, I was like, oh, that's my voice.
Yeah. I like found out about it. Okay, so here's how I found out about it. I was like on Twitter back like the day it came out or some shit, and I saw like fan art. No, not fan art, but it was like art from Yugo of it was like a screenshot from the game of Jermina, I think her name was. I forgot. Oh God. Jerfina.
I know who you're talking about.
And she like she posted it, and it was like saying Happy Pride Month, and I saw it on my timeline, and I was like, oh shit, this looks interesting. I'm gonna look into it, and then well, here we are today.
Yeah. Oh shit, I forget what. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm so fucking mad.
I'm sorry.
Oh no. When I first watched Snapcube play it, like when I saw Petunia, the way she'd be like flower power, I'd just be like the best thing I've ever seen.
It's like, I love you, I want to support you, I want to see you grow up healthy.
Yeah, I want to see you smile, bro.
I
remembered.
I like. You know how I'm like married to habit and shit. Like that's still a thing for me. Like I remember like the idea of like Wolfgang and Habit adopting Petunia is like really galaxy brained.
Oh, it is.
No,
Oh my god.
When there was one time where like I was thinking about my past and shit, and it was obviously at a time where like smile for me was like way bigger hyperfixation. But I was thinking about when like I fell off my high chair and shit when I was little, and I knocked both of my front teeth out, and automatically I was like, bro, there's the connection.
Bro moment.
Oh.
Dude, Euclid, remember how we met in that server and shit?
Kind of. I remember. I only slightly remember. Do you remember more?
I remember all of it. I remember I just joined the server and you started talking about like stuff, and I was like, and we started connecting immediately, and because we would talk about like substance abusing and shit.
I remember the first thing I was like, wait, you have BPD too? What the hell?
Yeah.
PPT gang. Oh my god, I can't say it. But as a BPD bitch, I guess like it was relieving to go on Tumblr. Like even though I guess it was relieving to see people experience the symptoms, just because I'm like, oh cool, I'm not a toxic bitch.
Me.
Like, I don't reblog stuff, and I try not to reblog stuff involving it, or like, I guess enabling it, but I still looked it up, and I'm like, this is me.
The vibes.
Yeah, I don't reblog mental illness stuff in general. I'm pretty much just an aesthetic blog at this point. Like I don't know what to do. I don't even isn't aesthetic or fan art is if it's like my friend's art or my friend's discourse post. Other than that, I don't blog any like text post or anything like that.
I think that's the reason why I'm like such a big kid with Mimikyu, is because I look at them and I'm like, that Pokemon has BPD.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god. I used to go by Q. I used to like I'll spell it like this. And I was super Mimikyu Kimmy. God, you know what? I should go back. You know what? I really peaked at that point. That was like the wokest.
Me too.
Also, not to go back on the smile for me train, but I remember I saw this art and I was like, I'm dyke, because I'm like, I love gay people. Oh my god, special interest gay people.
Dude, I remember when I would like see Art of Habit and shit, and I would just go, I love gay people, and I would just say.
That's me with Questionetta. I'm like, I love you so much.
Dude, Questionette, I'm gay, but Questionette, she.
Just,
so great.
In general, I was like, not as hyperfixated, but I also like Hugo's he's sick animation a lot, and I would watch it over and over.
That's awesome.
And I can Hat Doctor, even though he's a bastard, but I'm like, you know what, for some reason, that's me.
You know what, honestly, you're so out.
You go posted a couple times yesterday, and I was like,
Go crazy, go stupid.
Stop posting about me.
Hold on, I'm sorry for typing so fucking loudly. Hold on.
No, that's such a big mood. My parents used to think I was breaking the keyboard because I would type so loud on the computer when I was in their room.
Dude, every damn time I'm in a Discord call, people will be like, dude, who's typing so loudly? And I'll be like, it's me.
You know it's
I'm just like, when I heard it, I didn't even like think any different because I typed just as loudly.
My friends would hate it when I called headphones, and they would hear me smashing against my phone, especially because I have. You could hear like click, 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 and they would just be like, bruh, and I'd just be like, you know, you gotta live with this now. That was kind of like my friend.
What was that noise?
Sounded like a lawnmower, maybe.
It sounds like an
It sounds like my music.
Sorry, I took up so much time of this stream talking about kids.
No, it's so good.
You're so valid, bro.
If I'm not talking about kids, I'm talking about horror, and that's the only two.
And you know what? I support that.
We support you, Euclid. We love you.
You're not getting
Honestly, like, if you have BPD and you're not
Wait, what'd you say? Oh.
if you don't have BPD and you're not kidding, what are you doing?
I know!
The ultimate coping mechanism.
Literally.
It's like, besides the point, I always tell people, I'm like, if I didn't have horror stuff in my kids, I would have no personality traits whatsoever.
Literally, right now, my only personality traits are Banana Hill, making music, like, just music in general, and breakcore, and, like, I guess Smile for Me, but that's more, like, not really that big of a thing as it was back in May, but...
I wanna get into Banana Hill a lot more than I have, like, I'm still into it, but, like... Excuse me!
It's okay.
I wanna get more hype into it, so, like, maybe when the second one comes out, I'll be like, oh shit!
Dude, I wish you could, like, do the Patreon thing, because the Patreon has so much content.
I know, I want it so bad.
Huh?
I like the name Banana Hill, but I'm gonna be real shit about it. I hear you talk about it, and I'm like, I support, but also I know nothing.
It's an animation. I don't want to I don't want to info dump about it today because like I want to save that for another episode. But like,
yeah, maybe next episode you can go ham.
That's what I'm gonna do. Go crazy!
I'm still thinking about Kenning Raffle.
Do it!
Yeah!
Funny trash man.
Next episode, I'm just gonna only talk about Hunter and Dorohedoro.
That's awesome.
That's also just gonna be me talking about girls. I'm gonna be real. I'm sorry, people.
One of the episodes, though, me and Jumpscare have to talk about like screamers and shit.
Yes!
And just like generally like niche horror internet stuff.
So epic.
I love that.
Haunted websites. I love cursed shit. That's me.
So epic. Hold on, I'm like looking for a screenshot because it's really funny, but I don't. It's one of my exes said it, but it's not like we're on bad terms. I mean, I haven't talked to them in like forever, but let me look for it because it's funny. But meanwhile, while I'm looking for it.
I'm full of so much love for the things I love right now.
Me too, bro.
Oh my god. Next episode, I need you to just like put a picture of my baby boy on top of the stream, like, you know the doll I keep showing everybody?
Yes.
I love him so much.
I haven't seen them, but I want to.
Let me send my. I'm on my Twitter right now, so I'll just send the tweet.
Also,
It has 4 retweets. I don't know why you guys are retweeting. Why y'all retweeted? That's not. I mean, it's mine, but I didn't make him.
Also, one for at least a little while in one of the streams, I gotta talk about Faith because jumpscare got me into it, and I keep thinking about it.
Dude, Faith!
Spooky, spooky. I love the SAM Microsoft voices they use so much. I'm so obsessed with it.
Oh, I found the screenshot. Okay, this is funny. It's like.
Let me see it. Oh my god. Also, Euclid. Yeah, I set my baby boy.
I see him. He kind of reminds me of Marks from Kirby.
Oh my god, you're right.
Which I'm also kin with for no reason.
Oh, me too.
Bastard.
Oh. If there's a clown, I can.
Oh god.
Don't make me look at him.
I thought you posted the picture of Sans and then said, "Don't make me look at him." Like, then why did you post it?
Guys.
What? Sand.
Funny Sans skeleton.
Speaking of Undertale, every once in a while I go into like and I'm just like, I be vibing.
We vibing.
I used to kin.
Wasn't everyone kin with Sans?
Oh, Sans.
Everybody's kin with Sans.
Literally.
True.
I never kinned him. But I vibed with him. Love that little bitch.
I kin more Deltarune. I'm more vibing with Deltarune characters than Undertale, but I kin Reaper Bird.
Nice.
No.
I really like Susie. I'm just like, love you so much.
I kin Susie too. They're not as high up on the kin list as my other Deltarune kins, but still big ass.
You should send your kin list. I like looking at people's kins. It's fun.
Oh, I have it, but I never send it because I'm scared people will either be find out something problematic about the stuff I like, or just think I'm cringy.
I got pretty cringy. No, actually, I don't really remember my kin.
I kin Kawaii. I think you can't get worse than that.
I kin. Worm on a string.
I'm kin with the Despacito spider from Roblox.
And you know what? That's good. Let me look at my kin list. Okay. Okay, most of these characters are anime characters. I'm that kind of person. Obviously there's Killua. I have like 50 Toho kin. Okay, I think the only kin I could really get, and not because Puck is problematic, just because Berserk literally sucks. Berserk is the worst kin.
No, wait, which what Berserk? Like, wait.
Berserk is like the mom. Wait, what do you say?
For a sec, I thought you were talking about the arcade game, like the cursed arcade game.
And I'm talking about the manga. I like it, but I also hate it. Such a creep. Oh my god, he's such a creep.
No, I feel that too. There are some things that I like certain aspects of it, but I hate everything else about it.
Yeah. Like I like the characters, but also if I have to see another kid, I'm probably gonna kill myself. Like, stop kicking him.
That was me when I was really into Conjun House. Like, I like some of the characters, but I will literally beat the shit out of Conor Lavery.
Big valid.
Wait. Yeah, I'm looking through the kids again. Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Wow, I really am that bitch.
Stitch. I'm kin with Stitch too.
Oh, Twins.
Twin time.
Karu from Bandori because she doesn't know what men are, and
God, I wish that were me.
Girl from Invaders, but what scene kid isn't?
Me too.
There's so many times where I've considered kinning Gur, but I'm like, should I? I don't know.
You should.
Yeah, why
I
not?
feel like it's kind of like necessary to be a scene kid and know what kin is to kin Gur.
All right.
I'm also.
No, sorry. You go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I'm also Kurami, like the Sanrio character.
Oh, Kurami's good.
Yeah, that's like the most meatcore character to ever exist.
Epic sauce.
I heard meat core.
Meatcore.
Mikor.
I just thought I heard meat core, like meat.
Well, I'm surprised that doesn't exist.
Alright, so, here's the thing. We're at an hour, we hit an hour. So, should we, like, end this shit soon?
I guess. Technically, we could keep talking. I guess we have to end the recording, right?
Yeah, that's what I want to do, too.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Keep talking.
Alright, so I'll just say the outro shit, and then I'll end the recording.
Hell yeah, goodbye, gays.
Good, this was epic. We'll probably meet again in a week or so, and, do this again, and hopefully more people will be there, because it'll be Saturday when we do it. I only did Monday this time, because it was like, I was so busy with my new album and shit, making that on Friday.
I just wanna say, check out Jumpscare's album, it's epic swag, and if you don't, I'll beat you up.
I'm gonna listen to it.
Have you listened to it? I can send it to you right now.
Yeah, send it. So after we're like done, I'll listen.
Alright, I'm getting it right now. Hold on. It's really good.
It's very loud and epic.
I sent it.
It'll awake you to a new dimension of our world.
That's one of the best things anyone's ever said. Like, someone today said, some shit like, last night, one of my friends said it sounds cosmic and like a journey, and like my newest song, and like another, also part of my newest song, my friend Ariel, he said, that it sounds like Jevel's theme, and I was like, yeah!
I'm Jevel.
I know, me too.
Yes!
Alright, so... Oh, what?
I just said valid shit.
Alright, so that's the end of the podcast, this episode. It was nice to do this. I had a lot of fun. And, yeah, so see ya.